Hey, what's up guys? All right, so today we're gonna talk about the basic analysis of flipping. So how to analyze a property, how to find your maximum purchase price, and this will allow you to, you'll be able to do this in a house that you're gonna potentially buy as you're walking through it. Like these are the numbers that I run on my phone, on the calculator, as I'm standing in the kitchen of a house I'm probably gonna buy. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. There's probably 4 or 5 different ways that I know how to do it, but this is the way that we do it and the way that we found works best for us. These numbers are very simple to run. It's just a good way, the easiest way that we found. So yeah, the number one thing that we're gonna get out of this is how to find the maximum purchase price, how much we're gonna offer on that property. So number one, find your ARV. And what that is it's your after repair value. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna go through some terminology with you guys too. And what that is, it's based on comparable houses in the area. So you can't go and compare your 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow to a 3-bedroom, bathroom, 2-story. And something to note on this too is every neighborhood has a price cap. There's a ceiling on what houses will sell for in that area. So have a look around, see what the max is in that area, or whatever your market is. Maybe you're gonna do mid renovations. Maybe you're just gonna put some lipstick on it and sell it. So that all plays into the different levels of how your comps come into play. So you have to be aware of that. And then another thing is how many days on market are products sitting, houses, and number of listings in the area, the absorption rate, that's how quick houses are selling. So you don't want to, depending on the market that you're in, obviously, you don't want your house to have a whole bunch of competition. Ideally, if you can position it and position your purchase, again, all things you need to think about at the start. If you can position it correctly, so like there's not going to be a ton of houses for sale. And obviously it's hard to see that, but if you know a market really well, you can get a good feel for it. And then time of year comes into play, all that stuff. So number 2, find your rental costs. So what this is your scope of work. If you are doing the work yourself, you need to know what you're gonna spend. If you're gonna hire it out, you need to get your contractor in to do a scope of work. And what that is basically it's a budget, something that you can hold them accountable to. And then with that, you'll know exactly like what they're gonna charge. Are they gonna upcharge you on products? Are they gonna charge you a GC fee? Travel, all that stuff. It should break all of this stuff down. So don't over renovate for the neighborhood, like I said. This includes your reserve fund. So these are the 3 categories: ARV, rental cost, fixed cost. Those are the 3 big ones. And your rental cost includes your reserve fund. So make sure that you add that in there. And what we typically do is we put 10% of the renovation budget. Depending on the renovation budget and the age of the home, it all plays into it. But I raise capital for my projects, and if I had to recommend something, I would say raise more capital than you need, just in case, because it's hard to maintain cost control on flips versus like a new build or an infill or something like that, just because there's just a lot more variables. You don't know what you're getting into, and you know how that goes once you open a wall up and you find you can find whatever, asbestos, anything, and that can drive your cost up substantially. So always account for that. And the worst thing that you can do is have to go back to your investor for more money. So keep that in mind. Number 3, you need to find out your fixed cost. So as you do more properties, you'll get a better feel for this. But everything that goes into the fixed cost, it's your investment style. That is the number 1, I would say. So if you're raising capital, what type of capital are you raising? Are you paying interest only every month? Are you giving them equity instead? So if you give them equity, your fixed cost could be a very good chunk of the whole budget. So just make sure that you're aware of that. And that is definitely something that you need to make sure that you understand before you even purchase the property or put an offer in. The term, how long are you looking to keep the property? Because that's gonna play into your utilities, like your taxes, all that stuff. And then your fixed costs include realtor, lawyer, etc. So like I said, as you do more properties, you'll get a better grasp on what your fixed costs are. Like I know like a 1960s to 1980s 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow in like the neighborhoods we flip in, I know our fixed costs are going to run about $25,000, and that's realtor on sale, that's lawyers, that's paying our investor on the model that we use with the model of investing that we use. But as you go, you'll learn that. So then number 4 is expected profit. So we'll say anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000. It could be a lot more than that, but I would not go any less than 15,000. Again, you're gonna run all these numbers on a conservative scale. So you're gonna build basically buffer zones into every single one of these. So if you have to go over on your fixed costs, you accounted for it. If you have to go over on your rental costs, you accounted for it. Your after repair value, you can't sell it for as high as you thought. You're gonna account for that. And that all goes into these numbers that I'm gonna show you here. So then number 5, all that gives you your maximum purchase price. So that's your MPP, okay? So now I broke it down 2 different ways, just however your mind works, it might make it easier. So your ARV, we'll say the house that we're looking at, we'll say the cap in the neighborhood is about 370,000 to 375,000. We're talking about a 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow in a good area. Then your rental costs, we're gonna say rental costs are about 55 to 60,000. We're gonna say 65,000. Your fixed costs, I know my fixed costs. I know I have a very good idea what kind of product we put out, what kind of demand is in the market for that product, and I have a good idea on our fixed costs. So my fixed cost, $25,000. And then we'll say for the expected profit, we'll say $20,000. So you go 365 minus 65 minus 25 minus your profit of 20. It gives you a maximum purchase price that you can offer for this house, $255,000. So one thing to note on that too is you don't go and put your offer at $255. Obviously this is your end point. That's where you want to end. So you're going to offer, depending on your market again, $240,000. And maybe you'll come in at $250, and that's where you stay, or $255, or maybe like you can play with it a little bit. And obviously, like I said, it depends on the type of market that you're in and how fast houses are selling and all that stuff, how long the house has been on the market. So yeah, 365, your ARV, minus your rental cost of 65, minus your fixed cost of 25, minus your profit that you want. That's your maximum purchase price. And you can do this in the kitchen of the house that you're looking at on your calculator on your phone. It's very easy to do. And yeah, that's what we do. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy that. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys later.